Karis. I'm going to run through this week's training with you. Day 1, 20-minute AMRAP. All of this is pretty self-explanatory. I'm only really going to run through the things that I think may need some clarity. A 40-meter shuttle run. So either put 2 cones or 2 markers out for 10 meters apart and run 4 lengths, or do 20 meters apart and run there and back. Then you will do 5 push-ups, do fully extended push-ups, not off your knees, 10 sit-ups and 15 squats. And that's repeat, repeat, repeat for 20 minutes. The second day, you're doing 12 Infernos. So Infernos are like a Superman that's focused on your middle back. So you don't extend your arms in front of you, you keep them on your side. So you lift chest and legs. Make sure you don't lift your chin too high, keep your head neutral. But you're pulling your shoulder blades together and towards your spine. So you start and finish on the floor. Okay, so that's the Infernos. Bird dogs you're familiar with. You're going to extend and hold in that extension for 5 seconds. You can do one side and then the other side, that really doesn't matter. Then glute ham raises. So you can use a piece of furniture to do these, or you can do them off a stability ball. If you're doing them off the ball, they will look like this. Remember to keep your weight over your hands, keep your forearms on the floor, and keeping your toes together. Squeeze your glutes and lift your legs up behind you. Your toes, you're aiming to start and finish on the floor, but depending on the size of the ball, that may not be possible. The other option that works quite well is to lie over the edge or over the arm of a sofa. So if you imagine this is a sofa, lie flat and lift your legs up behind you. Obviously lie flat, the wall was in the way there of my head. So that's the GHR, or glute ham raises, and you'll do 15 of those. And then the hamstring focused step-ups are simply the ones where you start to finish keeping the foot on top of the box. So pushing through that foot, stand up and back down, full extension, and don't start and finish here. And remember to push through this foot for the lift and not push off the back foot. Focus on the front leg doing the work, or the top leg doing the work. Okay, so it's 12 Infernos, 10 5-second hold bird dogs, 15 glute ham raises, and 10 hamstring focused step-ups on each leg. 3 or 4 rounds, obviously depending on your amount of time you have available and how long it takes you to complete a round. Day 3 is just core and abs, and this shouldn't actually take very long. You're going to start with some planking. So you're going to hold a plank, get your timer running, start your clock. You're going to hold a plank for 15 seconds and rest for 45. Then you're going to plank for 30 seconds and rest for 30 seconds. Then you're going to plank for 45 seconds and rest for 15 seconds, and then you get nailed with a 1-minute plank. After that, you're going to go straight into 5 rounds. So the way this works is you do the exercises consecutively, try not to rest in between any of them, and you have a short rest at the end of each round. So starting with your 10-second hollow hold, or I think you're doing a hollow hold here. So holding for 10 seconds. After the 10 seconds, hands behind your head, bicycles. Each side counts. Okay, under your bum, flutter kicks. Both sides count as 1. After your flutter kicks, hold on to something and reverse crunches. And after the 10 reverse crunches, straight back into a 10-second hollow hold, whichever one you're doing. Rest for 30 to 45 seconds and repeat. And you're going to do that 5 times. Day 4, you're going to do 2 8-minute AMRAPs, and you have a 4-minute rest in between the 2. You may not have a ball, so you can use dumbbells or a kettlebell to do a medicine ball clean, you would just do a squat clean using one of those two things. Your first 8-minute AMRAP, you're going to do 10 box jumps or 10 squat jumps, not step ups. I want you to actually do the jumping. So you'll do 10, if you're doing squat jumps, you're going to squat, jump, and then you'll follow that with 10 medicine ball cleans, floor, full squat, stand up, back to the floor. 10 and 10, and you're going to repeat that for 8 minutes. You will then rest for 4 minutes, and then grab one of your dumbbells. You're going to do 20 goblet squats, and 20 Russian kettlebell swings. And you'll repeat those two things for the second 8 minutes. And then you're done. So I guess you can tell I'm on a bit of an AMRAP theme this week. So your fifth and final workout, again a 20-minute AMRAP with dumbbells, please. You're going to do 20 weighted walking lunges. You will then do 20 shoulder to overhead, and you can dip for these. And then you'll do 200 skips or 200 shuttles. And you're going to repeat that for the last 20 minutes.